everybody, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to 2018. As you can see, I'm on top of a ridiculously tall hill, and it is extremely windy. So before I get into the detail of this video, I'm going to jump back into my car where it's nice and warm and not so windy, and you can probably hear me a little bit better. But as you can see, just before I jump in, there is my quite dirty Audi S4. So let's jump back inside. Okay guys, so now I'm back in the car and I'm hoping you can hear me a little bit better. I'm actually shooting on a new rig that I've got, so I've got a new GoPro Hero 5 Black and a brand new GoPro Karma grip as well, so I'm hoping to get kind of ultra steady 4K shots on this setup, but it's taken a little bit of getting used to, kind of holding the GoPro grip in the right way and figuring out which settings to use on the GoPro, so bear with me. The next few videos might be a little bit different, but I'm trying just to play around with the colour tones and the shooting profiles, and also get to grips literally with the Karma grip as well. So yeah, hoping that the videos coming forth will be a little bit better in quality. Just before Christmas, my car developed a little bit of a fault, which is what this video is about. I sat in the car about a week before Christmas and the car started to steam up in a car park, so naturally put the air conditioning on, went to press the rear heated window demister for the rear window, and it just didn't work. So there's a small button just down on the lower control panel that usually lights up when you press the button, and it didn't do anything. It was just dead. So checked the fuse, did some diagnostics using a couple of diagnostics apps I've got. No fault codes whatsoever. Fuse was fine. So over Christmas time I took the rear boot trim off just to see if I could figure out if there's any broken wires. Everything looked fine. Anyway, so booked the car into my local Audi garage for Tuesday the 2nd of January. They had it in for a day. Halfway through that day I got a call at work to say that 6 control modules within the car were corrupt and needed reflashing using Audi SVM, which is their software version management control system, which basically means they needed to hook the car back up to Audi HQ and reflash these 6 particular control units back to factory configuration, because obviously the car had been incorrectly coded recently across 6 modules. I've no idea how. And the car had basically forgotten the fact that it had a heated rear window, which is why the button just didn't work. So a couple of hours after I gave them permission to factory reset the car, they gave me a call, say everything's perfect, it's all working again. So I collected the car. Okay, so this video has taken a slightly different turn. I was about to explain to you, well I did, that Audi had fixed the windscreen issue, and when I drove the car back from the Audi garage the day before yesterday, yeah, Tuesday the 2nd, I tested the heated rear windscreen, pressed the button, the light worked. I couldn't test that the elements worked because of the fact that the car wasn't steamed up. However, they told me that they fixed it, and obviously I pressed the button and the button worked. However, upon making this video, I thought, well, I've been sat in the car, and as you can probably see now, the windows are starting to steam up. The rear one has as well. So I thought, you know what, I will put the windscreen on in question. But it doesn't work. I've literally just pressed the button and it doesn't work, which is unbelievable. I don't understand that at all. I'm quite concerned, because when I brought it back from the Audi garage, I pressed the button and it was working, the light came on, and I'll show you. So you can see here, this is the heated rear windscreen button. So you've got heated seats, heated rear windscreen, traction control, parking assist, drive select, and then the driver's heated seat. So as you can see, lights come on there, that works. Up here, ID drive select is changing, parking system, oops, that works, traction control works, passenger heated seat works, but heated rear window does not. It's not doing anything, and it doesn't make any difference if I turn off my climate control. It's just not working at all, which means I'm now going to have to take my car back into Audi, and it's about 30 miles each way to this Audi garage that I take it to in Tetbury. For God's sake, I'm really quite annoyed, I must admit. I thought it was fixed. I don't understand what's changed. 2 days ago the car was fixed and it was working, the rear windscreen was working, and now it's not. I'd say what we can do for this video, we can plug in my ODB11, my new diagnostics dongle, and we can scan the car for errors. The video is going to be explaining to you a little bit about the car and some nice shots and explaining the issue and now the fact that it's been fixed. But yeah, so I'll just flip the camera around and I'll show you exactly what I'm doing. Okay, so we've now connected to my OBD11 dongle, which is plugged into the car. You can see it's found the S1 here, so what I'm going to do is hit scan, and this is basically going to scan the entire car for all of the control modules. You can see down here it's now cycling through, or it will cycle through the different control modules, so engine, the brakes, and that's going to take, I don't know, 3 or 4 minutes basically to scan through all of the control modules and the main systems in the car. I believe there's 24 or 26 that it finds, which you then can go in and check fault codes. Okay, so OBD11 has found no faulty control units, which is a bit of a surprise. I kind of wish there was an error there actually for climatic or something, just to show that that windscreen wasn't working, but as you can see, that is all working fine. Yeah, bit of a strange one. I'm going to have to give Audi a call and get this thing back in, because it's obviously not sorted. Yeah, hoping that it's something that they can sort pretty quickly. So this is the face of embarrassment. After that episode, where I was going to start off by explaining that my car was all fixed, I was going to show you my new ODB11 app, I was going to show you me putting all my customizations back on because Audi reset 6 modules and it lost all of my beep on lock, needle sweep, all that kind of stuff. But obviously that video kind of ended with me being quite saddened by the fact that the rear heated window wasn't working again when it should have been. So I ended that clip, which would have been part 1 of the video, and as soon as I drove off I pressed the button again and the light came on, and in my efficiency program it said using fuel, rear heated window, which meant that it's working. I've been and touched the elements and they're warm, so it's working. So the only issue was a minute ago was the fact that I didn't have the engine on initially, and why the car went back into Audi. There was an issue because even with the engine on, the light wouldn't come on and the windscreen wouldn't come on. However, in that last clip you've seen where I was distraught because I thought it was broken again, it wasn't. It was just the fact that it doesn't work solely with the ignition on. I presume because it draws too much power, the engine has to be on. And just to prove to you that it works, if I just flip the camera around, you can see that my engine is now on and running. So if I come down here to the button, it's working. And then if we come up to here, apologies for my camera work, I'm trying to get used to this gimbal, and if we go to efficiency program, we can see right there it says rear heated window. It's working again. I'm just going to turn the engine off now to save some fuel. That's my next expense. Oh, I don't know if you saw that message there. 800 miles until oil change is due, until service is due on the car. So that's my next big expense, as well as insurance, MOT and tax, all in the next month. That was well planned. Anyway, so I'm going to get back to the real video topic, which was my app. My new ODB11 app, and I have to first of all apologise for the really bad lighting in this video. I've now driven home and I'm subsequently now back in my garage, so the only lighting we've got is the lights on the car. So I'm going to get back to the original topic of the video, which was my, if I can hold it up, ODB11 app. So I've got this for Christmas. I wanted it for ages, so I was using Carista, which was about £30 a year subscription for a fairly limited basic app. You could do a few adaptations, a few customizations on the car, and you could scan for fault codes. Whereas this app and this dongle, ODB11, it's cost me, it was £50 for the dongle, around about that, and it was £20 for the Pro subscription, which enables you to access all the features and all the coding and adaptation options. So I have printed out on this sheet here a list of adaptations that I can do on the Audi A1, not the S1, and I know there is a slight difference between the A1 and the S1 platforms in terms of the coding. Now, I don't want to do them all, but I do want to do a few of the features that have been turned off since Audi reset my control modules. And I'm going to go through basically and do a few of the adaptations just live here. So the first one that I'm going to do is, let me have a quick look, the lock confirmation with the horn. So basically when you lock the car, it beeps. I did have that turned on, but obviously since Audi reset the control modules, that's now disappeared. So there's three options that I'm going to now enable: horn on lock, horn on unlock, and the option to change that setting in the MMI menus. So the first thing that we're going to do is, if I can just show you here, lock, acknowledge with horn. So we're going to go to Central Control Unit 09. I'm going to go to long coding, and we're going to go to byte 5, and we're going to activate bit 1. Okay, so we're now in 09 Central Electrics control module, and what we're going to basically do to turn on this feature is go into long coding option, and along the top you've got all the bytes. So I'm going to go to scroll along and find byte 5, which we've got here. So you can see here we've got turned on locking, unlocking confirmation via turn signals, that's already on. Locking confirmation via horn, not active. We're going to tick that and press and hold on the tick. That is now saying coding accepted. So what we're going to do next is just go and do the same thing but horn when unlocked, and you can see a little bit further down that is here, unlocking confirmation via horn, not active. We're going to tick that, and we're going to hit press and hold, and again coding accepted. So the third thing that we're going to do, as you can see here, is the controlling in the MMI menu. So that's basically, instead of going into the app to turn these on and off, I can use a menu that I'll add to the MMI system to control the horn operation on unlocking and locking. So basically we've got to deactivate bit 2, which is here. So this is already active. So basically horn confirmation adaptation blocked. So that's the MMI adaptation channel. So we're just going to untick that, press and hold that, and you can see that that has now been accepted. So what we're going to do, just to test that these are indeed working, is we're going to cycle the ignition. So I'm just going to turn off the ignition, turn it back on, and I'm not entirely sure whether we're going to have to reset the MMI system. But if we go into car systems and then into vehicle settings, central locking, you can now see tone when locking has been added to the menu. So if we take the key out, you can now hear it is beeping with the key. So we know that's worked. So I'll just turn the ignition back on and let it reconnect to my app. But basically, I won't show you all of them because they're pretty much the same, but I'm going to go through and select a load of these that I want to enable, and basically pop on all of the features that I had and the customization channels that I had before Audi reset all of the control modules. Highlight with this, and it's quite an important one, is, and I've done this before I started this video clip, was that before you change any of the coding on your vehicle, whether it be using ODB11, Carista or VAGCOM, you need to take note of the original coding. So I take a picture of the original coding. So should anything go wrong in the coding process, in the customization process, you could easily revert to the original coding and it should sort your problem out. If you don't take down that original coding, you go and change a setting and it messes up your control module of a particular system, you're screwed. You're going to have to take it back into Audi and get them to run SVM on it to factory reset the control modules. So that's my little word of warning. Yeah, happy end to the video, thank God. This video is a lot more complex and a lot longer than I thought it was going to be, but good news, the heated rear windscreen is working. I'm going to sit here for another 10-15 minutes, program back in my adaptations, and yeah, happy days again. Great start to the new year, everything's working again, and I'll have my car back to how it was before it went back into Audi. So please, yeah, subscribe for more random weird videos like this. Please give a thumbs up if you like this video. It really helps me out and gives me inspiration when I see your comments and your questions and your likes on the video, so please keep them up. yeah, this is just the daily life with an S1, and I'm going to document everything that comes with it, including all this stuff. So I hope you enjoyed, and I shall see you in the next video. Take care, guys.